Woo woo, woo woo. Hello to everyone here who's coming, who may knows in the future, because there's only one person here right now in the chat. I would just like to say to you all, Happy Feast Day. Happy Feast Day. This is February 2nd of 2020, and I would like to do a tribute to Mama Oya. Hello, Mama Midnight. Yeah, 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 yeah. You get the welcoming call. Hello, Elegant Victory. Hello, Julie. And hello, Logan Bajork. And hello, Ashley. How's everyone doing? Hey, y'all made it a wonderful birthday yesterday. Thank you so much for all of the happy solar returns and happy Earth Day and happy Born Day and everything. It meant a lot to me. I had a wonderful time. I'm to the point, for some reason, my right knee feels funny when I try to stand up on it. I'm like, dang. The skeleton of that house is built out of the real deal. I'm telling you, you stand a long time on those floors. It's like standing on concrete. Them foundations were solid in the day. Do y'all hear me? So my knee is trying to heal. Hello, and then I call myself trying to do some dance too. Hey, Deasia, how you doing? Okay. Hello, Talita. Did I get to everybody? Yes, I did. So, what I want to do is discuss the feast day of Oya. A lot of you all may not know much about Oya. I would like to talk about her from the perspective of how she works in my life. You know how I met her, or however she met me, and everything. A lot of people will discourage you, and I mean a lot, if you explore this path, the path of Ifa, Santeria, Voodoo, Palo Mayombe. Especially African American people are being discouraged as far as investigating and researching more of their ancestral past. I mean, you will hear everything, but all of it is an engineered mindset to keep you in the bowels of Christianity and Catholicism, is still to tell you that the only rights you have is to that organized real religion that was created by these masterminds called the elites and the globalists. So, you know, um, I mean, they're putting up a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? Man, this fight is so real, until the point where you a lot of people do not even believe in a spiritual aspect of themselves. It's unbelievable to them, because I mean they are so indoctrinated. Do you hear me? It is like, they have taught you well to only honor things that you read in the textbooks that they create for you. And if it's not in a textbook or in a library book, or you know what I'm saying, I mean, I'm not even saying it like this. If it was not in a textbook that you read in school, you are in that Bible, you're automatically, you understand, programmed to deem anything of any other nature as being, of some of a fairy tale, something that's not real. So I really want to talk about this, because we got to break ourselves out of this. Now, some people may say, I don't want any religion at all. I don't have anything to do with it. That this is you saying, hey, look, independently, I have come here to do my own work. I have come here. When I say come here, I've come to this place and space and time to do my own work. Okay. um and most people who are like that, they are already like older than, I mean older than ancient times. In other words, you know what I'm saying, you're very, very, very old soul beings with many lifetimes. And so you're here now saying, hey, look, I'm born in the right time where the resources are available to me. These are not the stone ages. The records are open, let me explore. So some people are there, some people still need a guidance, you know what I'm saying? And some people just want the church pastor to guide them. I mean, they like that. And I'm not talking, if you want the cop, I mean, well, I'm gonna say the cops, because they all the same thing: cops, the pastor, the CEOs, and politicians. If you want them to give you the news, tell you what's safe and what's not safe, and where to go and where not to go, you all can go ahead and leave. You know what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily talking about you. Okay. So you are exempt from this video. I want to talk to the people who, at this point in their life, you understand, they want to try something different, you know? Because Einstein said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So why should I do Christianity or Catholicism? We were in the Catholicism. Why should I do that over and over and over again, expecting a different result? You see what I'm saying? There is no reason for me at my age, okay, to continue to do that, because I already know what the results are, okay? I've lived them for 50, umpteen 50 some change of years, and it hadn't got me anything. So here I am now. I am ready to do something different, okay? So if that's you, once again, let's talk. Let's talk, okay? Um, so I'm at this moment. You understand? Summing up most of my life. And I guess that's some things we do when we get up here in these 50s, you know what I'm saying? Where you go back in the past and you look at things and evaluate, should I have done it this way, or should I have done it another way? You know, and I'm here in my life. It's a very isolated life. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of inalienation, and it's nothing on my behalf. I mean, I'm not a hermit. I am not choosing to be a hermit and be out here in seclusion. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, and you go and you make it out of, oh, she thinks she's in seclusion but she got neighbors, she's here in the matrix, and you are not on this frequency to get where I'm going at, so you also can exit. I'm not talking to you. The place I'm in seclusion is not necessarily something that I have chosen to do. It is something that happens when you are in a society where everyone is here and they are allowing other people to dictate to them what's acceptable and what's not. Close your legs, little girl. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to show your goods. Put on a dress, little girl. Be courteous. I'm in a place where, you know what I'm saying, that I'm not interested in that. Okay, I do what I want. If I want a pair of pants to put them on, I'm put a pair of pants on. If I want to cock my legs up in the air, I'm gonna cock my legs up in the air. You understand? If I want to wear my cowboy boots, I'm gonna wear my cowboy boots. You're not gonna decide whether or not that is feminine or masculine. You understand? Because it's femininity and masculinity, you understand, is another false teaching. You understand? It's another thing to keep you categorized, contained, and following a script. So right here, right now, 2020, no, I'm following no more scripts. I ain't got time to follow no scripts. You know what I'm saying? Time is of the essence here right now. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to see me, okay, for who I am and not what I supposed to be. Because what I supposed to be is a dictation of man. You understand? So here we are right now, as you all say, hey, look, I want to explore alternative practices. I'm talking to primarily, well, anybody can listen, but primarily I want to talk to African Americans, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? If you identify with that, or black people, or melanated people, you understand? And if you all want to listen, then that is okay. I want everybody to listen that wants to listen. But I do need to talk to these group of people who feel as if they're not practicing whatever Christianity, they're gonna go to hell. And all of that is not true. it's not true. And we need to talk. You can decide for yourself. I'm giving you the permission right now if you need it. You understand? That if you desire to find out whatever that is that fits for you and your spirits, you have, you understand, the utmost of my permission to do so. Okay? So get ready now, because as you go and seek these alternatives, you're going to get some backlash. There is a war going on. You may find yourself being challenged when you set your altars up and you put other deities up on your altar. You may be challenged by family members, by friends, and you may have some apprehensions as to how your children or your husband or your wife is going to feel about your altar. And you need to know that when you do get this negativity from the people that you love and the people you think that's supposed to be down for you, it is not them. It is a spiritual effort to keep you from advancing on that spiritual level. So they're going to send everything to you. These spirits, a lot of them are some ancestors that may necessarily not have been black, that are trying to keep you in a role of following these indoctrinations. I'm sorry. They work. Okay? So you got to get comfortable with knowing that there's a lot of spirits out there that do not want you. They don't want you to be able to get out of the handcuffs of organized religion. And you be surprised who they are. So, we can point fingers at other people, other ancestors that may not have been black. But then you have some ancestors that are black that will have an issue with you, going in a different direction other than, Christianity. Okay. So you'll have some of them that'll come after you, and they work hard to disable you. You know, or render all your efforts to become that you that you've been trying to be for so long. They will present problems. They will. So that's what a lot of this these timeline errors and stuff like that, timeline errors that come to you, and the frustration, the people that they send to insult you and harass you and do these things. These things are not coming from the people. They're coming from whatever that thing is that invisible thing that you can't see, that wars with you and toys with you. This is where that is coming from. Okay. So they're gonna send complete strangers to you, and everything, and they're gonna put doubt in your mind. Is this where I should be at right now? Is this my path? They're going to tell you things like, especially, African Americans that are trying to get away from Christianity. They're going to tell you, and if you decide that, hey, look, I'm going to seek out voodoo. I'm going to seek out Ifa and Palo and all of that. They're going to tell you you can't do it because of all of these different things. Have you actually been initiated? Have you paid initiation fees? What house did you come from? Who is your godmother and who is your godfather? You're gonna get all of this. So you know what I'm saying? It's another way to keep you put with doubt. So now you got to be ready for this. But now I'm gonna tell you all day long. I have tried that thing in the church. I've tried the church. I mean, tried it in the fire. Okay. I tried it in the fire. And I was broke. I was broke. I was poor. Barely had a roof over my head. Scrounging. But the moment I decided, when the internet was available to explore other things, my spirits guided me to Ifa. I never had a broke day in my life. I've never had a broke day. When I say broke, I'm not equating it to just money. I'm talking about spirit. My spirit has not been broken since. I've had those outside influences and forces trying to bring all kind of folks to break me, but it did not work and it will never work. And it's out there in the cosmos, in the universe, okay? I know the real deal at this point. I don't know everything in the world. I don't know everything, but I know that comparing that to this man-made organized religion to what I am doing right now, there's a huge difference. The difference is, if I decide to go back, I won't be able to. I mean, it's nothing to wake up to. I didn't have anything to wake up to. There was no reason to be here. A lot of people are suicidal because they don't have any type of spirituality. Spirituality gives you hope when everyone else and everything else has given up on you. When you've gone to the church and they don't have the answers. You've gone to the doctors, they don't know what's wrong with you. You done been everywhere. But having a spiritual side of you says, look, check this out. It's so much going on in the spiritual world. You're going to figure out how to fix it. This is something new, a new challenge. You're going to figure it out right here. Hello? So knowing that I got that, you understand? That means I got the world in my hand. You know, they always talk about he's got the whole world. No, I got the whole world in my hand. So this is right. Empower. This is right. What this right here is in giving you the power. It's empowering you. You understand that you got it. You got all the answers. You ain't got to be going all over the world looking. You don't even have to go all over the internet looking. When's the last time you had a talk with yourself in that dark room so that you can pay attention to your subconscious, your master conscious? When the last time you had that visit with them? A lot of us will say, I don't know when that was. I don't know, And it's because we just so hung up on what they think. But I don't think my audience is hung up on what they think. I think y'all pretty much know, who you all hold in high regard on a spiritual level. I know y'all know this, but I'm having this talk because there's going to be some people in the future that's going to stumble on this video, or they're going to be looking and looking and looking, whereas you all have been reborn, because that's the true rebirth right there. When you find spirituality, whereas you all already have that. It's some people probably won't be waking up till what, 2021 or beyond, so they can catch this. So this is why I go through these steps. So now I have found Ifa Santeria. I found this, or they have found me. I ain't going back into that other stuff no more, where people hate me. I already know they hate me. I already know it. Because once they have tried to coerce you into this lie called what? Catholicism and Christianity, or what have you. After that, it's hate. They're angry with you. They hate you. And now they got their nails and ready to claw you up. Okay? Hang you. Shoot you. This is where they at now. Ain't going back to that. Okay? I'm not going back to that. I'm going to do this thing on my own. And I came here on my own. Shit, daddy, the preacher didn't give birth to me. The preacher didn't pull me out of my mama's womb. The preacher wasn't there when they cut the umbilical cord. So I don't owe them nothing. And the church don't really owe me nothing. Really. And these words can come back to bite, but oh well. I still will rely on my ancestors. This is what I'm going to. They've brought me here so far, thus far. I'm just going, just keep them first. So don't ask me where I was initiated. I was initiated during by birthrights. Okay, birthrights are my initiation. Okay. They'll also go as too far as to say that you don't have an ancestral lineage line to voodoo or to Santeria or what have you, which is another lie because I mean, from the very first ancestor that I have, you understand, I'm all the way to my galactic ancestors, I am them. So you can't deny me that by bloodline. Hello? Matriarchal at that, mitochondrial DNA, the first mother. Okay? I don't know where she started out at, but when she put her foot on the ground and she stood upright, let's go back. That's me. You can't go back no further than that. I am my ancestors. Okay? So we already know, African Americans. Let's talk. You should already know that you have a bloodline that can be traced back to Africa. And ain't that where all of this got started? All these different divisions of the first religion, okay? This whole big umbrella. Some argue it's Ifa. Some argue it's voodoo, voodoo. That's the umbrella of all of these religions, well, practices. I hate to call them religions, but even though voodoo it is an official religion. That's why I keep calling it that. You know what I'm saying? But that's the first. It's the first practice. Matter of fact, the first practice really is witchcraft. That's the first practice. But let's just talk about it. The first organized religion probably was Ifa or voodoo, but they argue back and forth which one came first. Okay? So if you can trace your lineage line back to West Africa, how come you can't practice what your ancestors practiced? Because I done had some debates and arguments with people who don't want me to have any rights to that because they may have paid 20, 30, 40, $50,000, and you cannot buy voodoo. You cannot buy I don't care how much money you put into it. You can walk around because you don't put 100,000 in it with a chip on your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Saying that you done bought this. But you may just be fooling yourself. Get yourself in a crisis and see if they're going to show up. That's the only way to know if you done bought it. You can't buy spirituality, y'all. You can't purchase that. It's nothing wrong if you want to go for an initiation to have the experience of seeing them slaughter a goat and get the blood and everybody dance. I'm not discouraging that. I think that is beautiful. But to tell other people, especially people of African descent, that they have no rights, you understand, to their own ancestors, because that's all it. Oh, y'all is my ancestor. Yes, she is. She came out of West Africa. How are you going to dismember me from my lineage line? You can't do it. All you can do is speak words. But at the end of the day, when I close my eyes and I go into the end of the invisible world, I know who I am and they know who I am by blood rights. And I'm proud of that. So don't y'all let nobody sit down here and try to tell y'all who you are. That's the problem. Everybody is telling us who we are, but us. You can find all kind of books on who I am. Talking about the fallopian tubes and the uterus and all of this, they give a whole description of who you are and your skin color and all of that and what makes it this color it is and this, that, and the other. And the people who are writing this, you don't know them and they don't know you. We need to write our own, you understand, information as to who we are. You got to know that within because you can't go to no school for them to teach you who you are. You got to know that by and going into meditation with your ancestors and your guides. If more people were doing that, We wouldn't be so many lost people. We got so many lost people around here. I don't heard so much about myself, but it's fine. I'm okay with it. The average person may say it's negative, but I think it's beautiful. I've heard people say things like, you're strange, you're weird, you're different, you're ugly, you're not desired. I mean, just they felt comfortable telling me that. Well, you got to realize I take that as a compliment. Thank you. Thank you. I strive so hard to make sure that I am uniquely myself. And this is why a lot of folks are going to miss out on this life. And there's some people on the other side, looking at you that envy you, that are jealous of you, that wish they could have a living physical body to do some of the things that they didn't get a chance to do, because now on the other side, they see how they missed out on life. They see how they had actually lived every moment according to the desire of someone else that they felt, was actually a legitimate person to decide their worth, and that's not the way to live. We cannot live like that. You understand? Because I'm telling you, when you get over there on that other side over there, you want to be able to proceed from there, not be stuck. You got some people over here stuck. You got some disincarnate spirits that are stuck here. You understand? Because they want another chance. They want another chance to get this right. The spirits that have unfinished business. I'm not leaving any stones unturned. I ain't leaving no stones unturned. I didn't come here for nobody to teach me how to live my life. At this, by 53 years old, I should know how, you understand, to teach my own self how to live this life. If I ain't got it right by now, honey, I may as well just hang it up. Goodness. So this is where I'm at. I'm here with all y'all. And so after I done told you all of that, you can ask all the kind of questions you want to. I ain't talking to y'all chat. I'm talking about the people who are gonna ask these questions. Who is my godfather? Who is my godmother? Who is this and who is that? So I'm here to say that you are going to have to get comfortable with a lot of African American people going outside of this organized man-made religion. Get comfortable with it, okay? Because see, a lot, you got to realize, a lot of fear. This invokes a lot of fear, knowing that the people that they have under control, that are in love with Jesus, if that they don't believe in that no more. They don't believe that Jesus exists anymore, and now they want to come in this direction. They worry, what's going to happen? You know, what are they gonna take? What level are they gonna take this? And how is this going to affect this artificial engineer society when you got people exploring these alternatives, tapping into supernatural thoughts and stuff, like people are saying, hey, look, hey, I'm gonna be able to levitate this dresser here. That's where I'm going to be able to speak through telepathy to the president in the White House and get him to make some changes. These are the things they fear. So this is why you're going to be confronted by strangers, maybe some family members, about some of your choices. And no, it's not them. It's not them. No, it's that spiritual beast that send these people to you, that operate in these places to keep this place cleaned up. See, I know. I done seen it for myself, all this paranormal stuff going on around here. And I take that as confirmation that I'm on the right mark. I'm like, okay, thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, so you're going to knock the can down. Okay. Well, let me concentrate on what I was doing just before you knock the can over. And I'm going to put some emphasis on that. But I'm telling you, better have your warrior spirits ready for them. I'm telling you, because, honey, they fighting tooth and nail to stay in power. Because the more women that walk away from the church, the bigger, the brighter the sun gets. For real. For real. The more women that walk away from all of that indoctrination, the more ice caps melt in the Antarctic, the more ice sheets fall because the sun is growing greater and larger and bigger because of it, as they call it, global warming. You can, that's a physical thing, but something is happening on a spiritual level to cause all of this. And this is where I'm ready to do more research on right here. Okay, let me get in the chat and then I'm gonna get down to Oya'S Feast Day. Ashley says, okay, Ashley's speaking to somebody. Elegant Victory got her hands up in there. Girl, I got my hands up in air too. I'm coming out with my hands up, okay? I'm coming out with my hands up. Hallelujah is what they say. Okay, so um and I'm not speaking from a Christian perspective, okay? I'm just giving glory to the Son because the Son is God. They call it what? The Son of God. S-O-N. No, the Son of God. S-U-N. That's your God right there. And the moon is the goddess. Don't forget that. I don't care what y'all say about all this and these fictitious characters and stuff like that. You know, you can think of it all you want to, but nature is actually God. Nature is your God. When you eat, you're able to eat food and you're able to do all of these things here. This is the heaven. This is the God. This is the eating of everything. And all this sky daddy God stuff and everything. It ain't real. It ain't real. Ain't nobody coming out the sky to save you. They ain't coming. I'm here to news flash. Marijuana community, how you doing? Says I see UFOs all the time. There are some people that can actually summons UFOs. They had this African American man on news and on the news, and he was telling people he can summons a UFO. So he summons a UFO, and then there was an unidentified flying object just to materialize out of nowhere. So it is said that if you when you're on these frequencies, on these I don't want to say higher frequencies, but when you're on these frequencies, like this, you can summons UFOs. I'm just gonna put it like this right here. You all are responsible for the so-called physical terminology of global warming. You all are responsible for that. If everybody was to hurry up and run back to the church and put all their faith into the patriarchal Jesus character, it would actually cool off. Trust me, it will. Um, Kylie said, I've got friends on the other side. Beautiful. I've been astral traveling like crazy lately. Yeah, 2020 is going to be the year of the shaman. Okay. A lot of people who've already started their spirituality prior to 2020 will have more paranormal events. And I'm not saying paranormal in a bad way, I'm not saying in a good way, but you will have more paranormal things to happen. You're going to see lots more gifts. You will see a lot of telekinesis and everything. I actually looked at something and it moved, and it just moved like I put my energy into it to make it move. So some of us who've already been into the game are going to see more of this because, like I said, what is going to happen here and beyond, it's been taking place. So I don't want people to think it just got started in 2020. What you're going to start seeing here and beyond, you're going to see babies. Babies are going to be born. The ancient ones are coming back through the babies. Because people keep asking me all of this for what? Preparing for the ancients to come back. These ancient ones had these supernatural gifts to be able to fly and teleport. Now, if you're thinking about this thing from a physical mindset, you're not ready. Just put this gem in your pocket and get yourself prepared. But yes, you're gonna be able to create your own events to happen. Now, some folks are saying, "Well, Mama, we've been doing this all the time," but some people need to know that what you got in your subconscious, if you're thinking on a negative, very negative, low frequency and vibration, you're going to pull a lot of that energy into you. But if you're thinking on a higher positive vibration, you're going to pull that into you. So it's going to be very important that you be able to, go into that situation and get that straightened out, unless you want to just pull a lot of bad energy to yourself, because we don't want to be operating on low levels, because this what's coming can be good for you or it can be bad for you. You got to be able to see how you're going to create it. But beware of that, or be aware of that. I'm reading the chat. uh okay, marijuana community says I want to fly like a witch. We're gonna get into that, because you got to know that that is more or less when you're doing that, because it's real. I got this new and I'm gonna let y'all hear some of the audios of him and stuff. It's just I have to find a time to talk to him, because Mr. Wheeler, he'd be like, "Who is that? Who is that voice?" So there's this guy that I talked to. He's from Saint Lucia, and he's living on a different island right now. But man, he's telling me a lot of stuff, and how it works and everything. And but then he'll turn around and say he don't know nothing about it. I'm like, dude, what you just told me, you know plenty about it. So I'm going to be playing some of his audios. We're going to have some more conversations. I'm going to play more of his audios. You may hear some things in there that might not be necessarily pertaining to what we're talking about, but he said he used to see flying witches all the time. So you need to know that when you're living in these areas and stuff, like on these islands and stuff, I mean, and these remote villages in Africa, and other places, maybe in the Amazons and stuff like that, they do have these supernatural powers to get up and ride and fly. They have it. But the reason why you don't hear much about it in America, because America uses engineered artificial intelligence. Well, not necessarily artificial intelligence, but is in living in an engineered society where you have a lot of guard dogs and spiritual guard dogs at that. At work suppresses a lot of that type of activity. Like I said, pretty soon, like what, next month, they're gonna start sprinkling us down with sulfur, that yellow sulfur, what they call actual fertilizer. Not It's not fertilizer, but they call it. They say that it's pollen, but it's not. It's not pollen. Pollen. It's sulfur, and that sulfur is like what they put on us. They sprinkle that shit down on us. And that what that does, that affects rituals, because there's a lot of witches in Alabama. That suppresses a lot of your powers and stuff like that. That's just like May. We got to get ready to collect the first water in May, because the first water in May is what how you wash and clean your hair. I mean, how you clean your hair down, how you wash your house out, clean it out. They use that first May water. It's a lot of things that they did way back in the day that we don't have the information anymore and everything. And then, but so what they want to do is powder you down, and your work is not as effective. So this is what they do to us, and this is why a lot of the things that they do on the islands you won't necessarily get here. Does that make sense? Let's go in here. Hey, Cherokee Tolu, thank you for the fire. Okay, Deasia, how you doing? Says that's one of the first songs children learn. I'm gonna get up and find out. Deasia said, I build to find my spiritual partner, spouse, companion. Uh, hey Mary, thank you for moderating. She said, hi mother in chat, and let's thumbs up the video. Yes, please, y'all, let's thumbs this video up. Uh Elegant Victory says she wants to levitate. Mama Midnight said we gotta be strong in these spirit witchy streets. Okay, Elegant Victory said thumbs up the video, guys. Talita says please hit the like button. Are y'all doing it? Are y'all thumbsing up the like button? I'm reading from bottom to top. Raymond said we have altars all over. Luckily, my mom isn't adverse to my practices. Beautiful. Deaza says, peace to brown sugar. Raymond said, me and my partner, we both have altars. Wonderful. Every spiritualist in here must have an altar. It's a must. That's the portal station. That's how the spirits come in and get out. So you got to have that portal station set up. Mama Midnight said, Deasis, you probably did start on your spiritual journey. It just got its start in the church. That's how I'm choosing to look at myself. Brown Sugar said, hey, Deasia. Mama Midnight said, I want to go into the woods and levitate. And if my melanin can help it along, then great. Beautiful. And people do levitate. They do levitate. They even show, I saw a video of a man on YouTube levitating. He had on a pair of basketball tennis shoes. Black guy had levitated, and next thing I know, I cannot find that video anywhere else. Also, I saw a man, had a machine and it was putting out colorful lasers. And he was telling me, he said, this right here will, this machine, he made it. And if you come next to it, it can realign chakras and do things to your aura and stuff like that. Child, he had to send me the video because you can't just type it in and find it. You have to he has to send you a link. So there's a lot of stuff on YouTube that the person, I mean, that's things that will blow your mind. You can't easily get this stuff. YouTube is not allowing you to see everything. Okay, know that some things are in the shadows, and that's where they're gonna keep it. Mama Midnight said, I think my girl is allowing the church to break apart a sisterhood that's decades old, but I won't do anything about it. Elegant Victory says, speak. Mama Midnight said, I think my sis is no longer my girl. It hurts, but I'll be okay. Patrice Wise says, I'm secluded. You know what? I'm telling you, it's good that we are. It's good that we're secluded. It's good that we are shunned and alienated because being alone is giving us more time, you understand, with spirit so that spirit can get us prepared. My Midnight says she wish she had left that church as a kid. Deaza says, I want to do something different, mama. Okay, that's what we finna do. Cherokee said, oh, speak, I've been left that church. The Asia, thank you for the love. Cape Fear, thank you for the fire. Toledo, my name is a Christian, but coming into an understanding of spirituality. Oh, I'm sorry. My mama is a Christian, but coming into an understanding of spirituality. What is going to be beautiful about this time period and beyond is that, like, you're going to find, and it's going to blow your mind, so many people just coming out of that church like I'm done, and they're going to be speaking on a spiritual level that's going to blow your mind because I'm already seeing it here. And I'm like, oh gosh, I'm seeing a lot of folks tapping more into their witchcraft. And I'm shocked. I'm like, something is causing this. Something is activating these people' DNA beyond them. It is said that when it's activated, they're gonna pick up and they're gonna return back to their back to Eden, back to the first place that they came from. It's just gonna be just like an activation that ain't nothing is going to be able to stop it. And they want to reshoot. The scientists want to research it and find out what the fuck is going on. How come all these ice caps are melting? Why is the snow melting? And why are people walking away from our institutions of learnings and our little places and stuff we got for them so we can suck up some energy called the church? Uh-huh. The said, I have missed you, mother. Thank you so much. Mama Midnight says, happy belated birthday. Thank you. Julie says, hi, Ma. I am cooking eggplant for y'all cook with wine. Oh, girl, I love eggplant. Tell us how you cooking it. That's one of her favorites. She loves eggplant. Let me get on up here. Okay. Now, am I crazy or what? Because I'm looking in here. Let me see. Julie says, Alafia, Alafia to you too. Okay, and thank you so much, Trinity Supreme, for the generous donation. Thank you so much. She says, happy birthday. Thank you. It's deeply appreciated. Okay. Um, hey veggie woman, how you doing? Oh, y'all got Oya'S colors all up in here. Hey Chris, thank you so much for moderating. Love you too. Uh-huh. All the birds are out. It's real warm outside. They're losing their battle with that sun. You can't fight the sun. And they've gotten to the point now that starting the chemtrails like almost where you can just almost reach up in the sky and see it, you know. They're getting lower and lower. Eventually we'll be in the clouds, y'all. We'll be in the clouds. They're coming down lower and lower with these crafts to spray, because they spray the chemtrails from not only the crafts, but they also spray them from ships. The ships actually participate in spraying clouds, and also the factories and the nuclear plants and steam coal plants. A lot of folks don't believe me. If you don't, look up weather modification. One thing I can say about the elites, now they may hide a lot of things, but I know for sure a lot of things are not being hid. They're just all in plain sight. It's just the fact they know they got most of y'all distracted with entertainment and the Kobe Bryant situation and stuff. All of these are your distractions, to keep you, because, you got to realize that the beginning of every year, they always start off with a celebrity sacrifice. So get prepared because there's going to be another celebrity, well-known celebrity sacrifice. They start the year off with that, so get ready for the next one, and don't be shocked. And we have to give our condolences and move on, turn the page and go on so we won't miss anything, because you got to concentrate on the opposite of what it is that they don't want you to see. I'm not necessarily saying that, this man was a deliberate sacrifice on a physical level, but I do believe that on a spiritual level, a lot of these sacrifices are done by these by the beast. And I know some of y'all might not believe that or whatever, but a beast does run this artificial society, of course. So get ready for the next one. Don't spend too much time on it. It's time to go somewhere else and keep going. We got to keep moving, because it was just like a lot of people. I was just like, it was just like so gloomy when this man passed. It was just like, I said, this had to be a sacrifice of some kind. It had to be. You just don't know what they did to the helicopter. No one knows. You don't know. A sacrifice for what? Sacrifice for distraction. Keep you from wondering and thinking about it, just like this uh uh impeachment process issue is gibberish and propaganda. This can go on to election time. And you got a lot of people concentrating their energy on politics and football games and basketball games and everything. Meanwhile, you're supposed to be building your spirituality. Build your spirituality. Could you all please hit the thumbs up button? Build your spirituality. I'm telling you. They're gonna be you're gonna distractions gonna get crazy 2020, because the sun is gonna be, mark my word, sun is gonna be bigger and brighter than ever. That lens, like they say, will be 2020 vision. That lens is going to make that sun larger than life this year. Okay. So concentrate on your relationships. Okay. Your relationship with these elements is important. And I can't talk about all of it right now, But I'm gonna get to all of that from here and beyond. And also, I have a Patreon. Once again, y'all check me out on Patreon. I'm Mother Wisdom, where you can get some great art and some great videos and stuff like that. Because if I go into depth, would prefer to do it on Patreon, because I know I need to do some quick stuff here right now. All last week y'all didn't see me because I have been like concentrating on these $10. That's another thing. The first thing a lot of you need to do, and I know I'm talking to people who already know much about their spirituality, but know much about it. But there are some people who don't know anything that's coming later. Yeah, before you even get started with any of this stuff, you first need to acknowledge your ancestors. You have to acknowledge the sacred ones. Acknowledge those that want to see you make it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real. You got ancestors around you that they're hanging here for the sole purpose of making sure, you know, that you become the best that you can be here. Understand? You're their lineage line, and this is your turn, and then you gonna let them come back through if they decide to come back through and be their ancestor. So I'm going to be an ancestor. You best better believe I'm going to be right beside mines, making sure that they can take that to the next levels to ensure that my future, if I come back here, is better than the one I have now. So for you to sit there on your bed or in your chair to think just because you just see yourself that there ain't no spirits around you, is to just say, hey, look, I ain't ready for none of this. So you got to acknowledge your spirits first. Acknowledge them ancestors first. Tell them I need you all to guide me. Put me in the right direction. Send loving people who got information to come into my life. This is the first thing you do, and they're gonna let you know where you're supposed to be. It will not, you will not, you will not regret doing so. Um, my midnight said, honestly, mother and chat family, I've got to get out of this funk I'm in, because just like the said, mother and conjuring negativity. The Asia says, happy solar return, mother. Thank you so much. Elegant Victory saying, Elegant Victory said, it does drain me. My allergies are horrible. Kylie says, I heard a story that one time a little boy heard his aunt who practiced voodoo talking to herself in the kitchen at 3 a.m. So he walked in on her and she was talking to a clown doll. Oh, wow. For real? Oh, dolls are so real. The doll I'm working on, y'all. Y'all saw me dancing with that doll doing a little ceremony and stuff like that. A lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand because the fact we didn't grow up in West Africa where the witch doctors and stuff conjure up spirits for their dolls and stuff. We didn't grow up in that. So when someone see me dancing on film with a doll, a jointed doll which I had made, they think, oh my God, this lady is unbelievably, unimaginably just off her rockers. And this is like what they're thinking. But you know what? I keep right on going because I know that it's someone that I'm teaching that got to have it. So I must go with the spirit, and keep doing what I do. I don't care anything about people's opinion about me. I am sorry. I just know that when I create a doll, that is another warrior standing in line for me in the astral scape. And I'm telling you, you create these dolls, they will defend you, not only defend you, but guide you in direction so that you can live an abundant life. They bring gifts to you, all kind of things and stuff. So this doll that I'm working on now, it has like jointed, it has jointed features. The knees bend, the feet flex, the elbows bend and flex, and his head turns. And I've never did a doll that head turns, but spirits guided me to show me how to create a doll that is going to be able to do all of these different functions and stuff like that, which will give the doll more mobility in the astroscape to whoop some ass. If you put like you can put little pocket knives in the dolls and bullets in the dolls, and you can even put a small pistol in them. So when they go in the astroscape, if you got somebody messing with you, they going over there to murder folks. And like I say, when you find these people, now some people just die peacefully in their sleep. Don't get me wrong. But when you find these people dying in their sleep, there's no telling what done went down. Now some people naturally just pass in their sleep. I ain't talking about them folks. But I'm just saying some of these young folks who die in their sleep and stuff like that may have met an unfortunate event with somebody who went to war. They went to war. So I'm working on this doll. I'm telling y'all, this doll is mind blowing. He has a mouth with a hole in the ears with so he can hear me and everything. So you best better believe I'm gonna have to show y'all this dog. I'm finna whoop some asses. I'm gonna whoop some asses. I believe in this. I ain't changing my mind. Y'all might change y'all. Uh okay. Veggie Woman says smash that like button. Y'all come on, do it. Do it. Come on, get that them likes up. We got 50 people in the chat, but there's only 38. Thumbs up or thumbs wherever they at. Hey Cimarron Nation says love you, mama. And family, they started with the sulfur 3 weeks ago in northern Florida. There's something in there. They are desperately trying to alter. That's right. So I'm just glad to know that I'm not the only one paying some attention to this mess. They usually get this mess started in March, but they get it kicking off pretty early. Okay. Well, like I say, it's something they trying to kill. So because that's what I see it. I said they trying to kill off some with that sulfur. Because if you look at the properties of sulfur, don't make them don't have them have you thinking that they ain't working rituals on you, because they are. They're working their magic on you to keep you where they want you at, and they keep that knowledge away from you. So we don't have time here to be running to the church to hear what Peter had to say to Paul and all of that. I really don't care what Peter had to say to Paul. People, if Peter want to do something, he need to come over here and work this here left knee I got here that's ailing me right now. Peter, do some of you, Peter, and Jesus. If y'all got such supernatural power, you know what I'm saying? I will give you all a shout out if you can come over here and do something to this left knee. This left knee been kind of, as soon as I got up this morning, I kind of noticed that this left knee ain't feeling right. Feel like it's out of place. Now come on over here and do something with this left knee. And I promise you, I'm going to give you a shout. I'm going to say, guess what, y'all? Jesus fixed it. Okay? Okay, so now until then, I ain't convinced. Um, I'm back in the chat. I'm back in the chat. Veggie Woman says solitude is a must. Raymond says, hey, Mother Wisdom, hope you had a great day for your solar return. I sure did. It was so much fun. I had a pool table up. I got a pool table up there in the den. Nobody really wanted to eat all of that food. The food, it wasn't wasted because I had to send it off with the people who would take it. But it was just over the top in food. And I said I wasn't gonna do that no more. But I did it. I didn't necessarily do it for them. I really did it for feast day for Oya. It was more for her than it was for any of us, to tell you the truth. So I cannot complain and say, oh, what a waste, because it was all for her. And you got to acknowledge Papa first. Papa comes first, because if we don't put him first, he don't have to allow us, you understand, to be able to get to the other forces. So Papa is always first. And I love Papa with all my heart because he has shown me so many miracles. If anything, he is the who I would see as Jesus, Papa Legbo. And a lot of folks say you can't mix two and two. I had some old email. You can't mix the two of these together. That's like mixing the Muslims with the Christian. Look, let me tell you something. You do it the way you want to do it, and I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it, and you ain't gonna step over the line, okay? To tell me how to do it. You're not allowed to step over that line. I'm gonna do it just like I want to do it, okay? Cause see what that is. These are the guard dogs. Cause I met a guard dog. I'm tell y'all a story about a guard dog that I met. I'm gonna tell y'all that story. Could y'all please hit the thumbs up? Hey, Amy Alice. Raymond said, because there is a cosmic shift. That's right. There is no artificial intelligence. There is no engineered society's system or tactic or anything, propaganda, whatever, that is going to be able, okay, to stop this shift. Ain't nothing going to be able to halt the shift. You can spray all the chemicals in the world. You can do all the killing you want, sacrificing you want. You can have research centers set up all over America. Y'all, I told you they built a research center over there, and ever since they built a research center over there, cameras are everywhere. Cameras are everywhere. Coming away from that research centers, there are cameras on all of the lights. Okay? Why are they taking photos? See? I know what they're researching up in that joint. How to save themselves. You cannot save yourself from the fury of God. God is coming to judge the quick and the dead. That's what he coming here for. Whatever the hell that means. The son is the judge. It's God, it's the judge, it's justice, it's all of these things. There's no way to escape it. So you can go and extract DNA from folks and stuff, and you can take skin and put it together and make pills and say, take this, you're going to be safe from what's coming. It's not going to be able to happen. I'm sorry. The elites are trying to find a way to escape justice. There's no way. You can go all under the interior of the earth, because I'm telling you, Revelation spoke about it. Do whatever you want to do, boo-boo. We can't run, and there's nowhere to hide, because you're going to have to pay for all of those people you sacrificed and all of the animals, you saying that you slaughtered. Yeah, all of the trees that you've cut down and built houses and stuff like that, you're going to pay for that. You're going to pay for that. You can kill me, and you can kill anything else you want to kill. The son says, I'm coming. It's going to engulf everything, and then we'll go into all of us, that's preparing ourselves. We'll go into the new reality. You understand? It continues on, chapter whatever, but they just won't be able to be on it. You understand? Their time is going to be finishing up. They know how that shit going to get down. That's why, like I say, they think that on a physical level they can fix that. They don't went to their little beast that they done fed and trying to see how they going to fix this and stuff like that. And the beast done ran out of answers, and the beast is also losing its war with this cosmic shift in everything. Ain't no way to fix it. It's just gonna be it's just gonna be a new paradigm. Bottom line, can't go back. Can't go back. All you can do is go forward. I might be wrong. Hey Amy, did I speak to you? Hey, just TTV. Hey David. Okay, Amy said, yes, the spiritual awakening is moving rapidly. I think a lot of it has to do with this new sun and all the downloads. We are shifting from 3D to 4D. It's something to think about, because some of the things that I've seen is blowing my mind. So, like I said, I'm gonna talk about it more in depth in a little bit. Okay. Hey, Conscious Wave, how you doing? She says, hey, Mama, so good to see you continuing shining. Okay. Hey, Melanin Dawn. Oh, yes. Melanin Dawn says, Miami's been in the clouds for 2 days. That's their way of trying to keep you from getting communication from God. If you want to talk to God, go out there in the sun. But with all of that stuff they got up there, it's just too much. Because I'm gonna tell you something, the sun is gonna take a lot of folks out, and it ain't necessarily got to do with color. You gonna it's the sun is gonna be anybody that is obsolete, anybody that ain't supposed to be here, because they have not reached that level of consciousness or whatever that they supposed to have reached. The sun is gonna take them out. It ain't got nothing to do with color. You can be black and dark as midnight. If your time up, you gotta go. That ain't necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. The only way it's bad is if you didn't get a chance to complete your assignment. Then that's a bad thing. Who knows? Mama might be next. Some might be getting ready to snatch me up. It could be, hey, I've reached completion, or hey, you just ain't doing your work. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, it could be because I've reached completion. You never know. But the last people that will be left here, oh, it's gonna be something to reckon with. They just doing a cleansing. It's just gonna do a natural genocide of people. It's gonna be a lot of folks that are gonna die as the sun continue to give more information and pierce through chemtrails and artificial clouds and stuff like that. It's gonna give more information. This is why it's like, damn, the shift is happening. And a lot of spiritualists are pretty much, we all talking about the same thing at the same time, not necessarily meaning that people are copying off of people. It's just the fact that the sun is giving this energy, or it could be some other source giving this energy all at one time. Everybody's grasping it, everybody talking. So this is where we at right now. Get ready to receive. Get ready to receive. I saw a young woman yesterday, and I've been thinking about her. Like she was 19 or 20, and she moved from Gulf Shores up here, and she said, "I'm lost." She was working, and she said, "I'm lost." When she was working, she said, "I am just totally lost." And she's 19, and I said, "What's going on?" She said, "I'm up here, and the people are not nice. They're not friendly to me, and I just don't know what to do. I can't make no friends, nothing is happening to me, and I gotta stay up here. I can't go because my mom is got a job as a supervisor or something, the head of something, and her mom hired her on." She said, "So I can't even meet nobody and everything." And so I was talking to her, and she said, "Well, the only thing good about being up here is that it's less sun. It's not as much sun as it was down there on the coast where the ocean is." She said she was dark skinned. She said, "Cause by me being dark skinned," she said, "I don't need to get no darker than this." I had to stop her right then and said, "Baby, what did you say?" "I don't need to get no darker than I am." I said, "Listen, that's not what your focus is supposed to be. Your focus is supposed to be on getting some sun, baby. You need the sun's energy, because the sun energy is going to realign chakras. The sun energy is going to give you your immune system, the new downloads to fight this motherfucking war with these mad scientists when it comes to these coronaviruses and all this shit they in that lab making." I said, "You need the sun's download. Don't worry about how black you get. You get blacker than midnight. What's important is that you got what your body needs. You got to eat, and then your body needs certain types of rays and everything, so it can communicate with what's inside of you. And then that can go and communicate with the higher consciousness and all of that. What are you talking about? You're made up of sun, of sun shit. You made up of that. So, I had to let her know, it's so much ignorance going on. That church teach so much ignorance. And then you got all these ignorant people around you that you have to sit down here and eat and drink water with and sup with and everything. It's just too much. It's too much ignorance. Let me read the chat. Amy says, Amy said also 5G is 5D. It's only damaging for those not on a certain level. I agree with you. I agree. I do believe 5G is the 5D. Just like I believe 4D is this internet that we're on, but the 5G is going to take us up a notch. There's going to be land mass there too to be able to go on our journey and explore further in that dimension. You know what I'm saying? You got so much land mass here on the internet. You got people buying property on the internet. When you go and get you a website, you have just bought property. And with this site they go to on the internet, that is your website, that's your space on that particular portion of the planet of 4D. Now we're going on to that 5G. What's over there? You know what I'm saying? So we need to be preparing ourselves to take it to that level. And then you're gonna go on, it's gonna be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna go on from there. Uh Cherokee said it's too hot. It is. They making these little artificial winters and stuff with these machines and stuff. Do y'all know how much? That's why gas prices and food prices are going up. Somebody got to pay for that. That weather they making out there, you think they're free? You gonna come out your wallet, boo boo. You gonna come out your wallet. Um, that world that I went to, Zeth Zorton, and a lot of people think that's some type of fictional shit or something like that. That shit real. That's a real place. Has already showed me what this place gonna be like. I'm telling y'all, it had gotten to the point because I noticed something. Daylight saving time when I was a little girl, it used to get dark at 4:30. I noticed this year at 4:30 the sun was still out. And I said, uh-huh. They losing the battle. When I was in South Jordan, it was nighttime and you could still see the sun in the sky. It was dark, sort of, and I know they probably use some artificial mechanism to make people think it's night and everything, but you can still see the yellow hue. That video is still up to the day, and I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna download it and put it back out there so y'all can see it. But you can see the yellow hue in the sky, meaning that the sun still had its presence. And I was like, the sun never went down. The sun never goes down. This is what the sun fixing to do. These motherfuckers know it. These motherfucking mad ass scientists that they're paying to do research and go all over the world to come up with some way of explaining this, coming up with a way of trying to see how to stop it. Because when the sun does what it's getting ready to do, people who are not ready for the shift, who refuses to believe in the shift, are going to lose their minds. People who are made for matrix thinking, matrix lifestyle, they're going to be consumed, and you know what that means. And so what they want to do is stop it. Because think about it. If you right now, the sun just refused to go down, see, it's going to happen gradually. Okay, year by year, you're going to see changes with the sun. Think about it. If it got to the point, it's 10 o'clock, depending on where you're at. Now, it's abnormal for the sun to be out at 10 o'clock at nighttime in Alabama. But I've talked to some people who tell me that 10 p.m. at nighttime, their sun is still up. Okay? I ain't talking to y'all because y'all say, I might say 10 o'clock is crazy to see the sun out. And you be like, we see that all the time. It was a girl, I think she lived in Juneau, Alaska. She was telling me about that the sun be up all day and all night. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about this. It's going to get to the point. Listen to what I'm telling you. In your areas where you 10 o'clock, it's dark, you going to still see the sun. You going to still see it. So they right now know it. They know it. And the only reason why they know it is because they got the money to pay top researchers. If I had the money to pay top researchers, I would have to pay them to tell me what's going to get ready to go down. Go to these observatories and stuff and try to come up with something to let me know. But see, with no money puts you at a disadvantage, and this is what they trying to do. They trying to keep us at a disadvantage. Long as they're keeping us at a disadvantage, they can see us as livestock. Livestock is something that you have. Shit, livestock is more precious than stock itself. It's more precious than money because it's blood. Because they know the beast that they serve every so often need blood. And this is how come around these August and September and all that shit, they around here creating these damn hurricanes to not only just to cool it off, but they need so much what? Blood to feed the motherfucking beast. And who they sacrifice? The ancient ones. These are the ones that they're constantly sacrificing. So we're considered what? Livestock. Stock. That's what we are. We are stock. To keep us with no money, you understand, is to keep you without power. If you ain't got no power if you ain't got no money. I was talking to somebody and they was telling me prison are just for people who don't have money. They're livestock for people. You know what I'm saying? It's just they're livestock because they don't have anything. The key to stay out of jail is to have money. If you got money, you can go and kill all the folks you want and not serve no fucking time. That's why you hear about this star that done went there and shot somebody, killed somebody, murdered somebody. The star did. And it's not talked about because they done paid off the justice system to walk. You know? That's how it works. Uh-huh. Amy says the darker you are, the more melanin you have, melanin you have, the closer you are to the cosmos. Amy says melanin and the sun go hand in hand. My midnight said, I hear that at the Asia. The Asia says spiritually mature people always telling me I'm not doing my work the right way. You mixing deities together? Really? I say, yay, that's my spiritual squad. Ashley says, yes, both the king of the cross. Yes. Okay. Mother. Okay. Okay, so anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and read this some more and do a video a little bit later. I got to make a move. I see some great stuff. I'm going to come back to read all of this. Okay, y'all, it has been great. But before I leave, I want to talk about the feast day of the Orisha goddess Oya. It is on February the 2nd, y'all, and which that is today. The promise of spring. And I did get this off the internet because I like the way it sounds. So this and it's very interesting. And so I am giving credit to the author. The promise of spring, the quickening, and the fire of goddess also inspires other goddess festivals. Oya is a Yoruban Orisha and goddess who has been syncretized into Afro Caribbean traditions. February 2nd is the feast day of the Orisha goddess Oya, as well as her saint Candelaria. We did a telecom. Okay, that ain't gonna help us right there. Okay, Oya is the ruler of the wind and ruler of tornadoes, and she claims lightning as one of her powers as well. Oya means she tore in Yoruba, an elemental goddess, air, fire, water. Okay. She incorporates all of them into her. She is the personification of the Niger River and has the power to shapeshift into a water buffalo and in some stories other animals in the wilderness. As a female warrior, she fights ferociously and is fearless in her protection of her children and mates. Hunters and chieftains seek Oya'S good graces for abundant hunting and in selecting strong leaders. Oya is also the owner of the marketplace. As queen of the dead, she safeguards the spirits of those who have passed and keeps the ancestral connection reminding future generations from where they came. She is the only Orisha that has a foot in life and a foot in death. Oya governs the gates of the cemeteries and is there and it is there that she receives offerings from her children who those seeking her assistance. In all that she does, she is independent, unpredictable, fierce, and beautiful. February 2nd is the feast day of the Orisha goddess Oya, as well as her saint Candid. Okay, Deloria. I am saying that again. Okay, it's just going back over there. It's a very long and lengthy it's very long and lengthy. So, if you all get a chance, go and read up on Oya and her colors and everything about her. But know that today is her feast day. So if you find yourself one of Oya's children, and a lot of folks gonna be like, you can't do that. Somebody got to choose that. A godfather or something like that has to choose that or whatever. But if you see yourself in this, you understand, it is okay to read. Read. Go within, get more information about her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to go and celebrate her, but what is wrong with reading? You know? So, anyways, I want to go back and go into depth with her about her. Um, but I think I'm gonna have to wait because I got somebody that is ready to go. So, anyways, y'all, come on now. I'm getting stuck here. I'm gonna be back later, okay? Okay, bye bye.